Thanks. Yeah. There's a lot going on in the world, in this building, the scaffolding, the light, the pavement, the renovations. Next week, the new chandelier goes in. All kinds of things are happening. And at the same time, it feels like we're stuck. I'm really clear. There's like when all of a sudden I realized it was Thanksgiving this week, I had been living in denial, right? Denial of that it was that time of year. And I wasn't prepared. So, I knew I had to get up here, and I have my responsibility, and I love it, is to talk about gratitude. Gratitude is one of my favorite things in the world. To talk about gratitude is important to me, and yet I was like, so does it apply in my life? How does it apply in your life right now, in the midst of all that we're navigating? And so I did what all of us do. I did a Google search. And I put grateful in Google, and this is what I got. Seriously, that's what came up. And I was like, oh, that's good. It's a little cheesy, but... No, he won't even give me a rim shot for that one. A little. So I decided that we are not going to have Google Images for gratitude anymore. But there is something that really struck me, is that no matter what, the gratitude is the anchor that keeps me on the right path or in the right place, right? It's the thing that slows me down through the currents. It's the thing that keeps me safe in the storm. And it's the opportunity when I set sail. So there's a song, I'm going to invite Callie to come up and the band to get ready, that I wanted us to listen to together. We've sung it before at this same service last year and the year before, but it's the only time we sing it in the year, and I am so delighted that Callie's here to sing it for today. So, for her unique rendition of Grateful, Callie Carvajal.
I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Sometimes I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city full of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles friends will stay until the end. I've got a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand you can see, but on the roads to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score in a world that can bring pain. I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, our feet can learn to dance. Whatever stone my life may sling, we can moon, or we can sing. Oh, grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and truly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful.
Thank you, sweetheart. Woo. Whatever stones my life may sling, we can moan or we can sing. Right? And what I love about that song is that it shows us the opportunity to understand that gratitude is not about pretending that stuff isn't happening, that there's not pain in our life. Gratitude is what we use in the face of the trouble, in the face of the pain, in the midst of the anxiety, in the midst of the hurt and the grief. I'm not asking any of us to pretend. Do you get that? I'm not asking you to pretend. Unity teachings, positivity, affirmations are not about pretending that things don't hurt. Right? As many of you know, I buried my 17-year-old nephew last month. I cannot pretend that doesn't hurt to this minute as I say it. And in that, I am grateful, so grateful for the family that showed up. For the family that showed up and surrounded us with love. For the community that showed up to lend a hand to me. I am grateful for the moments I had with Noah. The memories that JD and I shared with him. Both things can exist at the same time. Do we remember this? Right? We taught it this in kindergarten. You can have two emotions at the same time. Right? But sometimes as an adult, we forget and we pretend that, well, if I'm in pain, I can't be experiencing anything else. And as I sat with my sister through that time, she goes, she quoted Steel Magnolias, the spiritual scripture of Steel Magnolias. And it's like, laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. Right? And it's true. The laughter, the joy was the best part of Noah's funeral. And I know you all know this because you've lived it in your own lives. Right? Research tells us. Science is catching up with what Unity has known for a century and more, and what spiritual teachings have known for millennia. How the brain works is that gratitude actually makes our lives better. The practice and the energy we put into a practice of gratitude, into a ritual of gratitude, shifts the experience for us. And research now shows that people who practice gratitude experience more happiness in their lives than people who don't. So the actual search for something to be grateful for makes you happy. It seems logical, but it takes a bunch of scientists, brain scientists, to come up and quantify it for us. That you feel more alive. You feel more energized. You experience life. You feel like you're part of it when you practice gratitude, when you can enumerate what you're grateful for. You sleep better. Who could use this? Gratitude practice before you go to sleep might be better than CNN. Just saying. Just saying, okay? Right? Just a few minutes of gratitude before you go to sleep, right? And we have stronger immune systems when we practice gratitude. There's reason enough to do it, right? A practice of gratitude gives you a stronger immune system. So no matter what the diagnosis is, folks, what's the cure? Gratitude, right? And people who practice gratitude express more compassion and kindness. And what does the world need now? More compassion and kindness. So if that weren't enough, let me just quantify it for you this way. People who practice gratitude are more successful at work. Their companies work better, they get promoted more, they have the more opportunities at work. And get this, they make more money. They make more money. So if you're moaning about not making enough money, maybe gratitude would be the answer. And gratitude, again, doesn't mean that we pretend there's not a problem. In the midst of the problem, we seek the solution and we give thanks for what's always around us. So it's often taught in gratitude that, one of the best ways, and I teach it in Absolute Abundance this way, is that you list 3 things you're grateful for. And in Absolute Abundance, the course I created and teach, we also text 3 things we're grateful for to our prayer partner every day. So just a text stream or an email or some way of quantifying and enumerating 3 things that you're grateful for as a way to anchor the day. But in the advanced course, what we just went through and what I'm pushing through all of us to do, because this is what the research is showing, is like gratitude in advance for things you desire but haven't shown up in the manifest world. So gratitude for the new job, gratitude for the new salary, gratitude for the unexpected source of income, gratitude for the healing right here and right now. When we express the gratitude right here and right now for the healing we expect, it is more likely to come to us. It is more likely to be manifest in the world. So whatever it is, whatever outrageous thing life has thrown to you, is there something in it right now that's for you, that's blessing you, that's supporting you. That's where we move the needle, right? In business, we often talk about, well, we need a needle mover. I need something that's going to change the bottom line. I need something that's going to shift the whole situation so that we can be successful. Well, gratitude in advance is the needle mover. Gratitude in advance is the reason things work. We started the journey for this building 8 years ago. 8 years ago, the Board of Trustees and I sat in a fellow member's apartment here in San Francisco, and we visualized what this would be. Now, it's not done yet by any means, as the scaffolding I'm seeing silhouetted in the stained glass windows are illustrating to me, but it is in process. And the gratitude for the building and for all of it, every step along the way, is what keeps me engaged in it. And I believe is what's made it happen. Because it's been a long and winding road. And it continues to be, right? That's life. That's life. It never works out like I think it should. Does it? Is anybody's? But what's amazing about it to me is that it works out better when you practice gratitude. I am in a relationship with a man that I couldn't have imagined really existed, but he was already in my life. We have children that we are blessed with every day. I have a job that if you had told me this 15 years ago that this is what I'd be doing, I would have thought you crazy. Right? And most of my family still does. But say, really? Ken? Really? Well, they know a different Ken than you guys know, right? Because they knew the Ken before I found Unity practices, built the practices day by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year into my life. And this is the final point I want to make with us today. It's not enough to know this. It is not enough to know this. We can know it intellectually, and it can be a dusty book on our shelf, the shelf of our brain. There has to be a practice of gratitude. And more than that, there has to be an experience of it in your life and in the people around you's life. I found this quote, which blew me away, from John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. To live by them. So what does it mean to live by the words of appreciation and gratitude? It means that the people around you know how much you appreciate them. It's that the things that matter to you, you take care of, you fund, you support with your time and your energy and your love. We have a member sitting here today, and I won't embarrass her by pointing out, but came here today, this week, to hand paint the gold leaf paint on our columns as a demonstration of her love for this community and this idea of this building. When you appreciate something, you give the appreciation. You walk it. And it's our fifth unity principle. As the music team comes up again, as we get ready for meditation, I want to enter into it with this understanding. Our fifth unity principle says that it is not enough to know the spiritual principles. We must work them in our life.